Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing God of War 3 on Chaos difficulty, and this is the final video of my guide. It's video 23 of 23, and this is the third of the 3 encounters with Zeus. So, this is my no upgrade run plus as well. Now, when you try to launch this guy, sometimes he'll let you grab him, and sometimes he will ascend even higher from his aerial perch, and then do the ground slam, which you need to. If you're not gliding, you just need to jump at it. If you're there, he did it right there. He's going to jump down, and it just depends when you start jumping if you need to glide or not. So there's no checkpoint in this entire fight. The thing is, though, what I did, this footage here, what I wanted to do was, and I actually did, I redid Fight 1, the Mortal Kombat style one, side to side scrolling one. And then I was trying to do this boss again more aggressively, and I almost beat him, but the thing was, I had already had a victorious victory. I just did this earlier, and it was fine. There was nothing. I just wanted to improve upon it and fire arrows less at him. But the thing is, if you're doing a no upgrade run, you're already at a pretty bad disadvantage. Here is his clone. They spawn in like 1, 3, and 5. If you get the 5 one, it's usually late in the game. But I have had, well, you can get like a 2, and I think you can get any numerical value of the spawners, these guys here. But the thing is, whenever you hear the groan in the background, that means you can go over there and give yourself more HP before he steals some himself. But he's got the same 3-hit combo from before, and if you parry the reflection that he does with that slide, it gives you magic. So if you need magic, oh, I got really damaged right there. So the more you hit him and the more you're aggressive, the more clones he'll summon. If you, it kind of is an oddity, but it's true. If, however, you simply want to parry his projectiles back and use the arrows and just hit him a little bit, then you will not get so many of the clones. And I think this is about a 15-minute fight. I'm sorry if it's overly long. And it looks like I'm almost dead here, so let's hope I can refill my health and get back into the action here. So, how do you defeat the clones? The best thing I know how to do is to use the Nemesis Rage on them, which it will link all of them together, as you saw on the Cerberus boss fight when I was linking chain hitting Satyrs and the Cerberus. So, if you can get the launch off, you can do the grab if he doesn't ascend higher and evade you and then do that attack, but it's not much risk, to be honest. And then it's just quite annoying because while you're dealing with the clones, he's going to be continually sending the projectiles your way. So it is a little bit cheap in that regard, but I've always regarded this boss fight as a good one that I enjoy. And it's not overly hard unless you make it so. Like, I started being very aggressive at the end because I wanted to not bore the audience. I just didn't want you guys to be bored. I was shooting arrows so many times. But as you can see at the end, the second I started getting aggressive, he summoned 5 clones. I think it was 5. It was a high number. But at that point, he was so close to the circle button prompt that just a couple more hits killed him, and I didn't have to. First of all, I didn't die, and I could use this footage, and I also didn't have to like waste all of my rage meter on killing some clones, because you upgrade the rage meter as you upgrade your blades. That's how that works. So not only is our health low, not only is our magic low, not only are our weapons incredibly weak, but the rage meter, when you're hitting with the Blade of Olympus, that too is not as strong as it could be. and I think you also get more moves for it too, like the L1 and other attacks. So I'm more excited for my prospects than I ever have been before, because I never thought I could do this. And you might say to yourself, well, I don't think you did it, because on the first phase of the Cerberus breeder, you did use the magic you told us, although you didn't have to tell us, and you have had the QTEs performed for you, and other things that I may have done. But I've always been upfront, and I've always been honest, and I've always upheld the integrity that one needs to do in a situation like this, where people, they can do underhanded things, but anything that I've even minutely suspected was underhanded or could be conceived. Well, it wasn't underhanded for me, but anything that could be construed as possibly, having an advantage over something, I've been completely transparent with the audience, and so as not to patronize the audience, I have not showed you, I have not pressed the start button at any point to show you that I don't have upgrades. My telling you should be enough, because if I have to show you, that pretty much signifies that I don't trust, that you guys believe me. And this whole channel is based on trust, because I'm representing these videos in a certain manner, and I'm telling you it's on a certain difficulty, and it is. I mean, if you don't believe it, you have only to see the damage I'm incurring at any given point, and to see how long a battle like this takes. So for a while now, we're going to parry his lightning, and we're going to fire arrows at him. So that is the main way that you can mitigate the clones. He will not summon as many. He might summon 1 or 2 sometimes. Well, this is a bad sign, very bad sign. You only have to evade his attack. So how many did he summon? He summoned 3. Now I'm going to bust this out. But the thing was, there's going to be... Let's first see if this even kills anybody. Because not only is our Nemesis Rage weak, but that's weak too. So that actually did kill them. But the thing is, I have no magic now, and I have no rage. And it's highly possible to kill the clones, without either of those. I do try to not use magic or the rage until we're getting pretty far into the battle. But it's still one of those things where there's so many distractions that, it can kind of feel overwhelming. So you just need to, it's the parry timing all over. I don't have the blades up to level 2. Like I mentioned before, you can parry non-physical attacks, elemental attacks in this game, and you don't have to have your blades up to level 2, and you don't have to have the ability to parry, because I don't even know what parrying is anymore. I haven't done it in so long. But anyway, when you hear the tree groan, or the roots, you can hit the heart of Gaia and get some life for yourself. But I'm very excited for my future. Why do I say that? Because I didn't know if I could do this. I gave up on the Scorpion boss fight, and you all saw that all those videos got deleted. And then I was going to give up. I did unprivatize all the I privatized all the videos again when I was struggling on the Cerberus boss fight. I didn't delete them because I know I always regret it. So I privatized them, and I said, I just don't know if I can do this. But I kept doing it, and I got obsessed. And I knew that it wasn't luck that had to take me through, it was my skill. And if I could just have stamina and skill, I could do this challenge. And I did. It just took me a long time. So pretty soon you will see me start hammering him with the Nemean Cestus, and you will see his response, which is to summon clones, because the aggressive level has increased, so that's his response to it. But I want to thank everybody. I'm not including anything after this fight, as I usually don't, because it's just superfluous. I personally don't enjoy it. But I want to thank everybody for having the faith in me and believing in me, because I read a lot of comments along those lines, and they're very motivating. So I do want to thank everybody for doing that, sending those nice comments my way, and just for believing in me and having faith in this channel. It means a hell of a lot to me. And anything that you want in the future, just leave a comment and I'll look at it and see what it is, and maybe it might appear on the channel sometime. At this point, I'm not really sure what I'm going to play next. I have been playing Arkham Asylum, because I haven't played those two games, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, since I first played them several years ago. And I might do a guide for them. I have them on the PC now, so they're very nice quality games. The loading times are less. And we'll just have to see. I wanted to do an Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 no upgrade run, so maybe that'll come too. But anyway, pretty soon I'm going to start attacking him. And I haven't been reinvigorated with this kind of confidence, especially after defeating the Cerberus, since I defeated the Loom Chamber. And I think at some point in one of my videos I said, you know, I haven't felt like I was getting better as a player. I've been complaining too much and not getting better, because I haven't been feeling like I am getting better. But the thing is, you just have to do hard challenges. You know, it doesn't have to be Dark Souls. It can be whatever you want to. Like, this is fucking hard, and you know, you almost have to say a swear word in there just to get it home to people how hard this is. But yeah, it's a big challenge, and I'm glad I defeated it. I'm glad that the tactics that I've set forward in my videos can possibly help somebody who wants to do a similar run, which I highly encourage. And that's the thing. Like, when I was struggling on the Cerberus boss fight, I was looking all over the place, and hardly anybody has content with commentary on it. And I really feel that commentary is essential. And I personally think that videos that don't have commentary on them, especially videos that show supreme skill or show, you know, like any video that's doing a hard feat, if it doesn't have audio commentary, it should be given like the lowest priority in the search result, because they don't help anybody. You know, it doesn't even matter what you sound like on the mic. Just have a voice on there to guide people, because nobody can infer your motivations from a video where you don't talk on it. And it's one of the things I really hate. And it's irritating, because I need help. Like, I did need help on that boss. I needed I needed answers that nobody could provide, because a lot of the videos, with the exception of like one video that I saw, nobody was teaching how to do that. And it's just really bad. It's exasperating, to say the least. So that's why I like doing this, because, you know, even though nothing was provided for me, I had no rescuer, so to speak. No one was my savior. I didn't have a mentor, even though we're not playing Master Ninja difficulty or Mentor difficulty. Like, the thing is, now I can be somebody's mentor. Now I can be somebody's rescuer or somebody's savior. You know, and that is glorifying it a little bit, but it's basically saying, here's a video, and it could help people, because I'm telling you my experiences and my motivations. So anyway, I didn't realize I'd end on a rant, but it was really bothering me, especially when you're stuck on something. So we're chipping away at this guy down. We're wearing him down. You see that the arrow and the parry of the lightning is very effective to control the fight and not get an overwhelming number of clones spawned into the fight. But I also realized, you know, I need to start hammering this guy pretty heavily now, since I know he's probably almost dead. And look at his response. It's almost immediate. There it is. Like 5 clones. So I decided to use this, and fortunately enough of the hits hit the one that wasn't the clone, and we're going to drive this son of a bitch home. This project's finished. I believe all the QuickTime buttons are completed for you with Hephaestus's ring, except maybe that one doesn't, and possibly those. But I seem to think with the rapidity with which they were being pressed there, I think the computer was doing it. So take care, everybody. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you in my next project. Take care.